Oh, hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. Thanks for starting your weekend off right with Nerdy by Nature. While you're listening, feel free to crack open a craft beer. Sit back, relax, have some fun. Did you hear about our website? LetUsGetNerdy.com. There's show notes, fun facts, links, visuals, everything you need from today's show so you too can enjoy the episode. In case you missed anything, it's all there. All of your senses will be happy again. While you're there, feel free to subscribe via the web, Android, or iOS, whichever your heart desires. Feel free to continue the conversation on social media. After the show, beginning, whatever, hashtag, have some fun. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Search us up. Let us get nerdy. It's that simple. All right, we stretched our thumbs, got our controllers and dice ready, got our beakers out. Let's get to it. It's a lot of toys on the table, gents. It's reminiscing time to talk about Batman and what is that? Meccano?
Yeah.
Some airplanes, Transformers, He-Man, Skeletor, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Chris, man, you got Chris squared. So Harv, wow, these guys going all out. Where did you find these stuff?
This is our wheelhouse for sure.
Yeah, some Legos in there. Is
Absolutely.
that Poison Ivy down there?
No, this is actually Phoenix. Or
Oh.
Jean Grey, as some might call her.
It's the same hair on the back.
Yeah, we talked about that. Remember redheads in comic books? This kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
I'm okay with redheads. in
Is
comic
MJ
books.
in that group?
I would yes, definitely include her. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Chris came out. He got a new phone.
I did.
What happened with your old one?
Well, it's still living, but it's on its last legs.
It's a couple. It's not brick, but boot loop. Got stuck.
Yeah, it kind of got stuck, but
Trying
now
to
we
fix
got
it
this
once.
nice new one here.
That's shiny.
Oh,
Blue
yes, yeah.
Studio.
Another blue Vivo XL2.
Nice. Took advantage of Amazon Prime sale.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they get a free plug. That's okay. Someday I'll figure out the sponsorship thing. It'll be good. Harvey, you came out with your toys and a collection you have.
Well, part of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Part of it. This is like a fraction.
Yeah.
Your wife must be so happy with you.
Oh, she is. Yeah. No, thankfully the majority of it's
Hers?
lost away.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 I was hoping.
But yeah, no. Most of it's put away. Yeah, been collecting toys for a very long time. I would say out of all the collections I've had in my life, this is probably the most I've spent.
Not on comic books, toys.
Yeah, for
Trunks?
sure.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of cash because the last time you brought over ceiling high full of comic book stacks.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, this is just really what I could find on the quick. Yeah,
Right.
which I don't know how.
Not that your wife hit on you.
No.
So you can spend more time together and steak dinners
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
salsa
Right.
dancing.
Yeah. What I'm amazed with toys, though, is how much they've changed. Like both Chris and I are big Transformers fans.
Sure.
You start to look at, the classics where it's kind of very simple, easy mechanics of transforming to these intricate beasts
Right.
that just
There was one, I remember the TV commercial explicitly, that it didn't give you instructions and it had 6 different variations. And it was all about figuring them out yourself.
that was Six Shot.
6-shot. There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No
Jamie
worries. Yeah.
remembers. I think that's the first instance of some ancient weirdness that you've left us with. You're not perfect. It's okay, my friend. You'll get there soon.
Never.
You're celebrating Pi 2.0 last week. Is that what was going on?
2-Pi Tau Day.
Oh yeah.
And as I sit here tonight, staring wistfully, those in our TVD audience can see, staring wistfully at the toys on this table, realizing that my collection is no more. My parents decided it no longer needed to take up space in the basement.
No. Did they tell you?
No.
What?
Did you find
However,
new
I'm
parents?
assuming they're out being enjoyed by others.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like Toy Story,
Exactly.
where they
You
go
have
to
live
that.
on memory.
And I'm not ashamed to
Daycare.
say I wept at that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wept.
that was a good one.
For sure. I remember the first time seeing it, my buddy and I thought, well, that's clearly what happens when we're gone. That's why when you set them up and you come back and they're on the floor, they clearly were doing stuff when we were.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that moment in 3, though, where he gives the toys away. Sorry, spoilers for a 6-year-old movie. But Chris, I have to tell you, I'm getting a giant 2001 A Space Odyssey vibe out of that Cat Moon cheese.
Oh, you haven't seen that yet, Jamie, have
no,
you?
your cat
this
shirt
is
game elevates itself every time I'm out.
Oh, thanks.
That's his priority. Is it work, home, wherever.
Yeah, I was rocking another cat shirt earlier for work, and this is now my at-home shirt.
So you have so many shirts in your collection that you need 2 a day now?
Yeah.
Before it was, I have to wash them every night. Now it's twice a day.
Well, to be fair, the other one sweated out, so I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Well, you got to ride to work. It storms. It's
Yeah.
awful. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shirt is a new shade of epic for sure.
You got a new bicycle too? Your wife working on some? So the Black Magic, or is that hers?
Beautiful Midnight. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's a what is it? A 73 CCM,
Yeah. It's all black.
all black
Coaster bike.
coaster bike.
So no
yeah.
no brakes, no gears.
No gears, back brake, coaster brake, whatever it is, right?
So with hers, she can kind of tap the pedal backward just slightly, and it'll kick over a gear. Is that
She
yours?
has 2 gears on hers. Yeah.
It's fancy mechanisms,
Yeah.
right, hidden in the frame. It's wild.
Yeah, it's right in the hub of the wheel.
For the collectors, they probably appreciate that a little more.
Yeah.
Gotta try it out.
Yeah. But it's a theme bike for Matt Good.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah.
fan of his.
One of their
for sure.
albums, Beautiful Midnight.
That's awesome. I was gonna say that with the reference
Yeah.
Beautiful Midnight. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So
so
it's a-
she's got stickers made up and she's put them on the crossbar and on the front and
Makes an
we're-
apparition, does it?
It does.
Heyo.
Nice.
He's been waiting all night for that. It's
Red
beautiful.
Chain. And their latest album was Chaotic Neutral.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a couple D20s and fit the cap for the wheels
Oh,
and just do that.
Can you
fantastic.
modify the caps so they go on the what is that thing? The caps for the tubes?
I'm going to have to drill a hole and I'll put the cap and glue it inside and then use that.
For the tubes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, my son has a chopper bike, and he has those, like, they have little crosses on the inner tube covers. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, see, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's
So
a
it's
good
total
idea.
theme, total homage to Matt Good, my favorite artist of all time.
And then the
He's
milk crates at the back
Yeah.
for the groupies. They can sit in there.
Basket, yes,
Yeah, or the cats, whatever you call
for
them.
cats only.
I was gonna say I'll pay to see someone ride in that basket.
That's what she said. I don't know. Does that work?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Odd. Chris, you wanted, or Harv, you wanted to bring some toys, hang out, and kind of come up with why they've changed, some toy marketing, old commercials. You want to talk about the everlasting, infinite measures of Lego, and maybe what toys say about us. Some people have pets that look like us. Maybe our toys do too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all collectors in some form or another, right?
Sure.
But with toys, it's pretty amazing. You know, there was a time when they were for kids. That was it.
And they had no batteries.
Yeah,
That's right.
Imagine
then
how
we
you
grew
actually
up.
played with them.
Exactly. And then we grew up, and we're still 5 inside,
Ah,
and we can't let go of our collections.
like to be
I
seven.
just can't let Elijah's comment go, though. I'm
Oh, fair
guessing you
enough.
had a Stretch Armstrong as a kid.
Ew.
Touche. Yeah, I had one of those. Actually, if I can digress a second, my mom still has a Sesame Street car in her attic. So it's pedal, it's yellow, green pedals, little emblems and stickers of Sesame Street characters. And I sat in there apparently all day with my lunch, would never get out. This is a good time. She kept it up there. She's a bit of a hoarder, but she's working on it.
Okay, I take that back. Instead of giving money to see someone ride in the crates, I want to give money to see Elijah
I
ride
agree.
that Sesame Street car.
Nathan's given the okay.
I think we'll all chip into that.
I think so. Yeah, that's. I think that's a project.
In a very special episode of Let Us Get Nerdy.
yeah, we should put that on Patreon. Eh?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
That's good.
Elijah's childhood.
Forget the signed autograph. See me fail down the
Yeah.
hill, Jackass style. That'd be great fun.
Okay, folks, $20. See Elijah ride
There you
his,
go.
his
Sesame
magic
Street car.
Sesame
That
Street.
my 2-year-old couldn't fit into. Great. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, think of the money you'll raise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that'll work. I can sit in it. I'm sure one cheek can get in there, but to put my feet in, just I don't know.
It'll work.
It'll work.
Jamie will make it work. If he celebrates the Second Pie Amendment, he can celebrate Sesame Street all over again. That image is not going out of my head anytime.
And now there's no way to transition out of that.
Nice
I was
awkward silence.
confused. I
Sure.
called one of your Transformers their Optimus Prime, and I was immediately incorrect.
Yeah, you're talking about Alpha Trion.
Yes, that's
So yeah, Alpha Trion. He's relatively new. There's not too many figures of him out there. He is one of the headmasters. Well, at least for this collection. Oh,
sweet.
But basically, his background was he created Optimus.
Yeah.
And he's actually like the father of Transformers in a roundabout way.
Unlike in the movie, though, he doesn't seem to have parts that look like beard and long hair.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Like in the
Wasn't Ultra Magnus originally one of the headmasters too?
Yes.
yeah.
Well, one was one of the original headmasters, but he got turned into one of the headmasters.
Oh, that's what it was.
So yeah. And I think in the movie he was voiced by either Leonard Nimoy or Robert Stack. I can't remember.
Robert
I think
Stack.
Robert Stack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I think
is
so.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
No.
Yeah, and you think about it, when we were collecting toys as kids, which just to have fun. I remember back in the day, we used to have this cul-de-sac where all of our backyards faced each other, and we would just have giant toy battles on like a weekly basis.
We did the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Food Fighters.
Oh yeah,
They had the egg crate, like dozen egg APC, all personnel carrier, and then there was a ketchup launcher. And for some reason, you could put these
yeah.
frisbee discs on the ketchup, and they would fire
Like little
pretty good
tomatoes,
distance.
or
damn.
No, they were just circles.
Yeah.
I think maybe tomatoes, or it was probably just red because hey, we can launch this. Let's tie it to the ketchup. It was a ton of fun.
So many waves of nostalgia when you bring up Food Wars. That stuff was great back in the day. And it's funny. So Chris, you brought an original G1 Optimus Prime and Astro Train,
Yeah.
and do you have any idea what they're worth today?
$4.
Not that much. I was actually at one of the downtown shops
Yeah.
like a few years ago, and they have like baskets of this old stuff. And surprisingly, it's not even that much.
Wow. Well, people lie.
Like
They
they're-
told us it's going to be worth money one day.
No, I know, and that's the thing. I mean, like, if you look at Astro Train, you can see there's metal on here, which
Yeah,
you
they'll
would
die
never
cast.
see today.
No, get metal on a child's toy.
Yeah,
That's high quality.
Too dangerous.
no kidding, right? And yours is all plastic.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all the more recent ones that I have are
A space age material.
Yeah.
space age plastic. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have any of the old generation ones, you're not really collecting for the money. You're collecting because, you missed it or your mom gave it away or whatever it is, right?
Sure. Or you want your cats to play
Or
with
you
it.
don't want to let go of your childhood. That's me.
Sometimes it's nice to just collect them, right? They're cool, and it brings back so many memories. Why not?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of just setting them up. I feel they're nice little art pieces.
Yeah.
You can kind of goof around with. And
Yeah,
I
like-
did with my Lego sets. I had the pirate ships. If there was a pirate set, I had that. That was the heyday of Lego for me.
Yeah, that was
And
your
I had
thing.
like a giant naval battle. I understand why my parents got rid of those. Never the Lego. The Lego is forever.
That's
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the only thing I'm really keeping.
I never had the sets. It was Samsonite Factory in Stratford where I grew up. So they had Lego Factory there. That's way back 20 plus years ago, and they had the second run, I guess it's called, or the extras that weren't perfect, and they'd sell those off dirt cheap in garbage bag fulls. So my folks would come home, $20 or $10, whatever it was, for a couple garbage bags, and no sets needed.
That's the best Lego. That's pure imagination.
Right,
Absolutely.
different colored bricks, windows,
Metal.
tires, the whole bit. It was beautiful.
Yeah, Lego's something else. I mean, so when you collected the pirate set, sorry, what year was that? How long ago was that?
That would have been late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, so that was before they started licensing.
Correct. I think it
Sets
was
and-
it was the big three were space, pirates, and before they called it city, but it was like I had
It
the
was like-
hospital and the fire station,
fire,
the
yeah.
airport.
Right.
Yeah, I had the police station myself. Yeah, and some moon base thing.
Oh, the moon base.
Yeah,
It was so much fun just to put this together and stage it exactly like you're saying, art pieces, and then you just sit there and
they are. Yeah,
pretend what's going on in their lives, and then they made it. Phil Miller and Chris Lord, or Chris Lord and Phil Miller, I can never remember, made a movie about it.
That's right. It was Chris Lord.
The Lego movie?
I'm now going to draw a
sorry.
blank on that one too. Yeah, the Lego movie. Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what?
Chris Miller and Frank. Chris.
Phil, the guys that get fired from Han Solo.
That's right. They just got.
Taco Tuesday, everything's awesome.
That's right. Yeah, those guys. What a great movie that was too.
Was.
That's my dream. I would love to have just a Lego city where I can go and do what I
Didn't
wanna
the
do
star of the
every day.
show is kind of empty inside and has no thought for himself? That's not quite you, Chris.
No, you're right. That's not no. But to be a master builder, that is definitely inside me.
You're,
Yeah.
Sure.
you can just free your mind of so many
Absolutely.
thoughts
And the
to
rest
be
will
able to just create visions instantly.
Yeah,
It's magical.
It's brilliant.
And then you can develop a plan to save the world.
Yeah, just amazing how enduring Lego's been. Right, they're now the most popular toy in the world. The most.
Random trivia question: Who is the world's largest tire maker by volume?
Lego?
Lego, yeah, absolutely.
By number of tire, not by
Yeah.
amount of material. Yeah, because of all the toys.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
Really?
It's
I
crazy.
guess so.
You go win a trivia competition with that one.
That's a good one, yeah. Speaking of random facts, so their minifigs, they started in 78, and they've now grossed over 4 billion figures made since then.
That's crazy.
That's
insane.
Yeah.
I got my Frodo on my keychain. He's lost his arms somewhere and his face.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean the
inside that counts,
range
right?
of sets that they have today is just it's crazy.
Even the Simpsons episode,
Yeah.
the sets from episodes, it's cool. Couldn't believe it, but they're $150 for me. 3 kids, that's a little tough to swallow, but for a collector, why not?
Yeah.
Here comes my get off the lawn moment, though. What I don't like about new Lego is essentially the pieces are now infinitely possible. So it's no longer about fitting the right bricks to get the right shapes. You can get like the perfectly contoured pieces specific
Yes, true.
to that. Not a big
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, and considering how it started, it was the basic 2x6 brick
Yeah.
was pretty much what it was supposed to be, and then you figure out what you can make with just those sets, and now we've expanded. To
I feel like it's
I
been
agree with you.
commercialized.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's just saturated the market. They've even got girl sets out
The
there.
Lego Friends. My
the
daughter
Friends.
loves this stuff. She's always playing with the boy stuff, and she thinks it's kind of ugly. She wants something that's
I know,
decorative and special.
I had
and-
this argument the other day. To me, there isn't a girl and a boy stuff Lego. It's just
Right.
It's
Lego.
Lego.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the best
toys
way.
from
sure.
even our day. They were always genderized, and they shouldn't be. My boy wants a Ken doll. My girl wants a dump truck. They play together. They swap it out. They don't care whose is what, and they both play with doll houses.
Yeah.
and they don't know what gender-specific toys are.
No, there isn't,
It's the
because-
adults that push that on them.
right, exactly, and
But-
that's what changed that.
But to get girls into Lego, I guess if they're kind of froofy and girly, then they can bring on the pretty stuff.
Well,
and
my sister
introduce
played
them.
Lego all the time with me, and I played Barbies with her all the time.
Sure.
It was just something that happened.
You turned
right?
out okay.
Well, there you go.
See, genuinely,
Yeah.
yes.
It's an unhealthy obsession with cash rates. That's the worst.
That's not dull, so it's okay.
great.
Never
Exactly.
mind that. I'm seeing my therapist about it.
It's like, you know what? As long as there's time periods on there. And he
Hello,
doesn't have
time
300
bomb.
cats.
Who
Hello,
is this?
Yes.
I'm fascinated by who this may be. I seem to
That's
recognize
Man of Arms from He-Man.
Man of Arms. He's green with leather tunic and a blue helmet.
Yeah, like a armor body.
He
armor.
has the
Yeah.
power.
No, I think that's He-Man's like
Arch nemesis or something?
Number one guy.
Yeah, it's like his
sidekick or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, if I recall, this guy came with like a Green Panther that you could buy separately.
I remember that Green Panther.
I didn't have it though, but
Of
you
course,
could.
it's separate.
Yeah, it's
Commercial.
separate. Yeah,
Jerks.
yeah.
You guys
Man.
need to solve another childhood mystery. You've already got one, Harv. There was a toy that it was space themed, and the conceit was when you were playing with it and watching the TV show would actually fight with you.
That was Captain Power.
Yeah,
The Captain Power.
Yeah,
Power.
absolutely,
Yeah.
with the light guns.
Yeah,
That
and
was
your
instant.
ship would blow
For
up.
sure. That was a great toy. Speaking of that, let's talk about toy marketing back in the day. Right? I mean, sure, it's the same now, but it's more viral than it was back then. But before it was like, well, let's get you watching the show, so that way you can
Yeah.
buy the book and buy the toys and
Yeah.
live out the.
Simpsons had the great joke about that. The Transformers, Bumblebee, Rhino, put down those entertaining Mattel toys.
Yes. Point.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but see, as kids, we didn't realize what was going on, but I'm sure the parents did.
For sure they did. We have no idea.
You don't do that as much to sink you in.
Are
Yeah,
you
it
kidding?
seems.
Amiibo?
Yeah, Amiibo,
Skylanders,
Skylanders, all that stuff. And the worst
Disney
part is
Infinity.
they don't even do anything.
Are they on TV,
They
though?
just sit there as statues.
There are video games. That's the thing.
True. Video games, toys, and now, I guess, YouTube, everything. And then they get the YouTube kids on there playing with this stuff. And then they love it up, and they got a couple million views. And
And then
life is
unboxing
good.
the video, and
Yeah.
Not to beat a dead horse, but if I was to get any of those, the Lego Dimensions seems to be one of the better toy to game products. Only
so?
because, it's Lego, right? So, I mean, it holds its weight and value for what it is, but then it's also a video game, so you have an opportunity to interact with
And
it.
it cuts across multiple licenses, right?
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, you're getting kind of bang for your buck.
No, I
Personally,
think-
I collect enough as it is that I can't really get into it, but those that can, right on. That's a good product for sure.
I found the Technics, the Lego Tech. I
Oh
think it's
yeah,
called Technics.
Technics, yeah.
I never did actually get any of that, but I wanted to. It's like the next level, basically.
Yeah, I was big into Mindstorms. I used to run a kids program Shout out to Discovery Western for anybody that knows that here in London. We had a specific Lego camp where you get a programmable PLC controller and then essentially make Lego and then program it to do things.
Yeah, see, that's
Wow.
awesome.
That's great, and that's the beauty of Lego. I remember back in the day, my buddy, we were both obsessed. We built sets and our own stuff and whatnot. And he got tired of building stuff without motors, so he would take out motors out of electric toothbrushes and whatnot,
Yeah.
and figure out a way to fasten them to the Lego, so that way he came up with working propellers and all these other great things. Right?
That's what I actually did with my Meccano here. I had
Oh, yeah?
I had some motors, and what I did is I put it in one of the sides on both sides here,
yeah,
and then put the tires on with a 9-volt battery sitting on the inside.
that's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Now you do that with the Raspberry Pi.
Well, I could, and I might actually bring the Meccano out for projects with the Raspberry Pi.
Might as well, because you got the motors and the equipment. Just figuring out how to put it together.
And that essentially is how electric skateboards work, the exact same way.
Only they're $1,000.
Some, yeah.
Something
Absolutely.
like that. Yeah.
So Elijah was kind enough, and he brought us some toys of today. These are the Disney Infinity line.
A
Oh,
2.0.
Venom looks a little
2.0.
beefy.
Sure does.
does,
He looks
yeah,
pretty.
like-
I don't remember Topher Grace being that ripped.
What do we got here? This is what's her name?
Nobody in Spider-Man 3.
Yes. Well, I mean, we choose
From
to
Toy
forget.
Story.
This is Jessie from Toy Story. That's right. It's Toy Story 3, which I think is a
Joan
shame
Cusack.
because she was such a great character. I wish she was in the other two movies.
This is pretty close to Jamie, Wreck-It Ralph. More hair, though.
One half of Step Brothers.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
you go.
hey Chris, do a Spider-Man versus Venom comparison there.
Oh yeah. See,
Look
look,
at that.
Yeah, no.
something's wrong there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they look nice. I like them. However, other than interact with the video game, what do they do?
They're collectibles, absolutely. But I think the magic for the kids is when you put that character on the little pod that comes with the video game, and now you can just go from physical to digital form instantly, and it does this whole almost like how Star Trek. You know, they had the teleporting,
Yeah, teleporting.
and they kind of do that only reverse. They go into the game, and then they start playing with the character that's right there.
Yeah, where playing with what on the screen?
Right, so they have the character that puts onto a gizmo, then it jumps into the screen, and you start playing that character. And there's that physical element where the kids get to touch it and put it on the machine,
Yeah.
and then they get to play the character and have their imagination, and then they flip to another one, and all of a sudden, instantly, they go to Jesse or Spider-Man or Venom.
I feel like imagination shouldn't really involve the computer.
I'm gonna go with Chris on this one. Yeah. What happened to the days? Like, I mean, I'm assuming these are online.
The Xbox, Wii,
Yeah.
What we're
PlayStation.
saying is get off our lawn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what happened to the days of the all-out battles and
The
stuff like
wrestling
Yeah,
ring.
that's what
Who
I
didn't
mean.
have
The
the
wrestling
wrestling
ring.
ring and all the
Absolutely.
rubber wrestlers?
Those are the
These,
best.
I didn't.
Back when
video
wrestling was
games,
real
that's-
and not scripted.
I had friends that
shifted.
did, but I know what you mean. I mean, that's the thing. If you didn't have, like, my parents didn't buy me like all the sets and all this and that, right? If you wanted to, you could construct stuff out of cardboard.
I did
Did
that
all
with
the time.
boxes.
You
That
know?
one magical year when your
Make little
parents got a new
cars.
refrigerator and you spent like 2 weeks living in the box.
Yes.
Go to No Frills down the street when they have their shipment and they have all their boxes lined out behind the cash registers. Yes, they still do that. So you get these big boxes from time to time, and they live in those for a couple weeks. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you
you
have to
make
go
like
to
a Ford or something.
sure, or else you have to go to the Canada Post Depot and pay like $6 for a box.
For it with the Lego because you use the Lego essentially to take up the world.
That's right.
Could do that.
I even had, I don't know if you guys remember this, the Wayne Gretzky hockey. It was like, what he is, turntable?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, the
Wayne
tabletop,
Gretzky themed
yeah.
when he was in LA.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I don't know if I played it, but I think I remember seeing that set.
And it was right around when the San
Yeah.
Jose Sharks and Mighty Ducks were new teams because it had like
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
Was
figures
that
and you
back
could
in the
interchange the players. And-
Late 70s, early 80s?
No, this
Oh,
was
not all.
mid 90s.
Mid-90s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of the one that you'd see in hockey arenas, the Russia, Canada.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And the right winger had a stick that was like 8 times longer than
Yes.
his body.
My folks had that. It was metal, and it was tabletop, and you could definitely
Yeah, I
tell.
had the original set and everything. That's
Those are
where
cool.
actually where that sticker came from, the Whalers.
Nice.
Oh.
I
Well, that is a
noticed
Hartford.
earlier.
That's awesome.
Celebrating the whale.
Yeah.
Who knew Prime was a Hartford Whalers fan?
Ooh, wouldn't he be?
Well, I guess he would.
Better than the Leafs.
They played in a mall.
Anything
Hey-o.
is.
Talk about commercialization. Their arena was in a mall.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
awesome.
true. Yeah, yeah.
West Edmonton?
Hartford.
Right. I moved on to Canada. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, it's so neat anyways. But yeah, I mean, as a child, like playing with Lego made me feel like I could be an architect when I grew up kind
Sure.
of thing.
Just build anything. You want to
yeah.
build a house or car or whatever you're in the mood for, you just smash it and start again. Didn't matter.
That's the beauty of it. I had a lot of friends with big sets, and they would build these giant, elaborate worlds with all these amazing themes. It just gave you the opportunity to want to be a part of it. You know, and yeah,
Or you
I
take
think
model railroad and then put the
Yeah.
Lego sets on there, and then who knows what's going to happen.
great.
Yeah.
To this day, my mom still gets me a small Lego set every Christmas.
Oh yeah,
It's going on 30 plus years.
is it the $5
Right.
box?
It depends. It's whatever she sees.
Really?
Sometimes it's themed. Sometimes it's not.
Just
It
whatever
could just be
strikes
a bunch
her.
of bricks. Yeah.
And you put it together Christmas morning.
You know what I find actually? I don't know if any of you
I
guys are
would.
like me and you participate in conference calls at work often. You put a Lego set on your desk, and it's a good way to
So
do
that's
something that doesn't distract you from talking on the phone.
so if you don't have a fidget spinner, you can use Lego.
Oh, fidget spinners.
I would say
I would be
Lego.
all
off
in.
my lawn.
Yeah,
Yay physics.
Yeah, I'm not going to
But
pay
awful
attention.
fidget spinners.
agreed.
So to avoid communicating with others through telephone communication, you play with Lego.
I'd not avoid, so I stay focused.
Yeah, so
I'd need to just kind of tunnel myself to the phone, just stare at the phone
Yeah.
and focus on the people. I couldn't do the Lego because then I'd be off somewhere. They'd be calling me 5 times and beeping and honking and
Yeah, the last thing
sorry.
you want is, are you there? And you're like doing the Lego.
Oh, you
thing.
guys need to learn the tricks on conference calls. It's, are you there? Oh, sorry, I was talking on mute. Can you repeat that?
I think I'm with Jamie on this
Shady.
one. Yeah,
Oh, it's a well-known thing.
Yeah.
The other thing,
How can
you mentioned architecture. Have you guys seen the Lego Architect sets where you can replicate like real-world landmarks?
I've seen stuff like where they bring them to the malls and everything,
Yeah.
like a full size.
Oh, you can
yeah.
you can buy smaller versions. Like I bought the Empire State Building. It sits about 8 inches high.
Oh, really?
And it's
Cool.
all white bricks. So I could paint it later if I wanted, but it's just neat. It's you can get the Sydney Opera House. I think
Wow. Is it all the
crazy.
insides?
no,
built
it's
is just the shell?
from what I've seen, the smaller ones. I don't know the bigger ones. They have these get into the thousands of dollars.
my little
Wow.
castles out of cardboard that you can buy in sets that my kids are painting and coloring matches nowhere in comparison to your architectural
That
marvels.
was the other Lego thing from the early '90s, the medieval castle.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh
those are
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Neat.
yeah.
Yeah, back in the day. The best Lego set I think I've ever seen. Well, I actually think it's a set. I think a guy did it on his own. I think out of Sweden, he built a life-size replica of the Batmobile
Oh, wicked.
on his own. Oh, it's a phenomenal
Really?
piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it could drive, but who cares, right? I mean, it's one of those-
Doesn't matter. You
doesn't
just push it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's on square blocks.
Put a motor in it and a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Rapid fire. You can bring one toy back from your childhood. Snap your fingers. What is it, Chris?
Oh wow.
I already have Lego, so that I don't
It's
need
Lego. You're
anything.
not going to go for the different one.
No, because that's
Oh.
my favorite.
For me, it's a toss-up between old Optimus Prime or an old Snake Eyes figure that from G.I. Joe that I was
Nice.
obsessed
Really?
with. Oh, yeah, for sure. He was...
I had like 3 or 4 GI Joes. I wasn't really huge into that. Not
We
as
had-
much as the Transformers.
When you combine them, that was the best.
Oh yeah, because people just sort of played with. You know,
Chris,
whatever.
knowing was half the battle.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
You're going to be a great dad someday. These are great jokes, one-liners.
I know,
If I can add Micro Machines, Lego a close second, but Micro Machines, always a big racing fan. I've talked about Need for Speed series and all that, but the little on and off switch, you can actually turn the lights on and off. That was really cool. The little ingenuity. Then you had the van that folded out into a city.
Yeah.
Still got that.
I think that was the first time I ever seen one of those toy cars do the color change thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Those were the Hot Wheels.
Blew my mind when I saw that.
Those
I
were
had
cool.
the Jeep.
you
It was
see
yellow
them?
and green.
You know the Micro Machines,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
You need
Okay.
to start speaking faster. If you're talking about Micro Machines, don't you remember their pitch?
Oh, the guy with the mustache.
Micro Machine Man. Yeah, I can't even.
and strangely enough, he actually was voicing one of the Transformers.
Oh, yeah, Blur.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah,
That's there, yeah.
Did he
That's
speak
it.
slower?
No, he didn't.
No,
actually. I think
not
he
at
might
all.
They
That's
might
a
have even
stick,
sped his
eh?
voice up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember seeing him because I remember the Micro Machines commercials. I saw him in an episode of that fantastic show, Saved by the Bell, as one of their
That is a classic.
teachers.
Was
Yeah.
he the phone?
Yeah, he was the driving teacher. wasn't
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
drive instructor, and I was just like, "What? You're the Micro Machines guy? What are you doing on speak teaching people?"
He's an actor that needed money.
That's exactly.
But we
Yeah,
don't know
pretty
that at the
much,
time.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah,
It's his first gig. It's beautiful. Jamie missed out.
Lego. If I can't go Lego, I'm going to go with the G.I. Joe Mobile Command Center.
Oh, that
It was a
was
behemoth.
amazing.
So you're not going to go with the Food Fighters.
They were great, but they're actually, I could probably go find them. They're probably scattered around the forest behind my parents' house where I threw them playing and would lose
If the
them over
lawnmower
time.
didn't get them.
And then the real, like, I had figurines from it, but DuckTales. And lo and
yeah.
behold, we are less
Surprise.
than a month away from its amazing return.
There's an
sure.
episode.
Yeah, the trailer looks great on that. Yeah, back to that mobile command center. That thing was phenomenal as a kid. I couldn't believe how functional that was.
Oh, it opened up into 3 tiers.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You could put Lego in it. That's what I did.
Absolutely. Yeah. We use that for everything. Yeah.
More Lego.
We're Lego. Well, always comes back to Lego, right?
Yeah, Lego.
Yeah.
Timeless.
Timeless is right. If you're
Yeah.
going to live forever, then you need a set of Lego. And people ask, what 3 things would you have on a beach? Well, clearly Lego, Lego, and Lego.
Yeah,
Done.
that would definitely be one of the things.
That's all I would need.
Do I have to be on a beach? Can I sit somewhere indoor where it's cool?
No, I mean,
Typical
you can
nerd
do
fashion.
tons of stuff with it. Back in the early 90s when I first got a camcorder,
Build a boat.
I
Survive.
did stop motion with it.
I was going to say that's what
Awesome,
my buddy and I used to do that all the time. We used to do these like little stop motion.
Back when you had
videos.
to edit on the camera
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, well, I would let it run for 2 or 3 seconds, stop, change it, 3 seconds again, and it would run almost seamless.
Still have the films?
No,
That'd be awesome.
no.
Throw
Was
that
it-
on
But I mean,
YouTube.
you could do anything.
Was it the PXL 2000, that like portable video camera TV system?
No, it was just a Sony
DV8 or
Handycam.
something?
No,
I think it was before
no,
DV8s.
8mm.
Yeah.
This whole era of childhood ads in my head. For that one, the Sonic Rangers, where it was a headset, walkie-talkies, and the 2 kids were like skateboarding down different paths,
Yeah.
talking to each other, and that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Today, it would just be texting back and forth while they sat in the basement.
Or on their skateboards and try not to kill themselves accidentally.
All that spy gear stuff. Now you can just find it on your
Oh,
phone.
man.
Yeah, really.
Spy
Download
movies,
an app.
Spy versus Spy.
Done.
Spy vs. Spy was great.
Not the same.
Yeah.
They even try to get the remote control sets and racing. They'll have them on their iPhone. It's awful.
Yeah.
You picked it. You think you hit on a topic for a future episode. All the movies whose plots would be ruined by cell phones.
Pretty much every movie before
Stranger
1999.
Things, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
I like how they try and incorporate it though,
Yeah, for sure.
like texting, and then you see it on the screen like in bubbles.
Yeah, it's pretty
Cellular. Early 2000s.
If we have to triple tap everything. That's awful. It's not good.
cool. Oh, yeah.
It's a Lego. We had a bunch of toys to talk about. It was a good time. If you want a good time, head over to patreon.com/nerdybynature. I'm so excited. Can't even get it right. Patreon.com/nerdybynature. A bit of a tip jar. Give us a few bucks a month. Have some fun. We'll give you some great rewards for July. We had it all up for free, and we'll keep it going until August, and then separate the rewards so you can see what's going on and enjoy it and have some fun. LetUsGetNerdy.com is, of course, our website. Chris Harv, Jamie, the guy that I almost forgot. Go DuckTales. And Elijah. Nathan's here silently babysitting us to make sure that we don't ruin his toys. Otherwise, hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. I'll miss you. Well, like all good things, they must come to an end, my friends. Another show is in the books, and we had so much fun starting the weekend off right, just with you. Nerdy by Nature here with you, discovering the world around us, learning new things, and having a great conversation. Couldn't get to everything, though, in this episode, so please head over to letusgetnerdy.com, check out the show notes, the research, and all the extras. Just couldn't fit in today. While you're there, feel free to subscribe, Android or iOS. It's all good. If you want to say hi, leave a comment below the notes or click on Contact Us, whichever your heart desires. If you want to get crazy and social and right into it with us, please do. Head over to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, search up Let Us Get Nerdy, won't you? Hashtag, @mention us, say some cool stuff, or call us out. For Nerdy by Nature, thank you so much for listening. Take care.